white tee, Goblin.
Congratulations! You are the first ever WrestleRoni Junior Heavyweight Champion. And to replace my tag team title, I'm going to be the next one. Oh, shit!
It's WrestleRoni time. I'm Spooky Lou Carpenbarker. I'm in a rare mood. I don't know how I feel about this. Look who decided to come back and join us. Phineas McMichael, Goblin Phineas. What's the name? What's going on?
There's no McMichael, brother. It's just Phineas.
Just Phineas.
But I've always been. It's who I'll always be. Same with the Goblin part. Difference is now I'm in charge. There's no strings on me.
Yeah, about that. As somebody I thought was a friend, I thought we were becoming fairly close. You just get to know a guy. One day you're in New Kensington, partying it up, watching a successful title defense in ways. There's controversy to that. But you were a tag team champion.
Controversy.
And then gone. Gone from my life. No, haven't heard from you. Haven't been in contact until you want to do a podcast. Where you been?
Well, hang on. I'm going to address first off, I don't know what controversy you're talking about. The Murder walked into New Kensington as tag team champions. They walked out as tag team champions after a successful defense against some very familiar opponents, we could say.
Yeah.
Some friends of the show even. That Charlie Kelly kitten mitten looking motherfucker Ricky Dawkins and that Goofin and Iverson jersey Cliff Klepto. But congratulations, boys. You are now the Real Shoot Wrestling Tag Team Champions.
They've been out here holding it down for months while some folks just disappear on a whole promotion that's counting on you, and a whole group called The Murder that's counting on you. And sometimes folks just disappear. Why? Why's that happen, you think?
Some people just have to disappear. Sometimes they just have to attend to some family matters to just kind of word it to paint a broad brush with kind of like a single stroke there. We'll just say it was some family matters that needed to be attended to.
I'm always first to say family comes first. I'm the first to say family comes first. How about that? So I'll give you that. If that is the truth, who knows what's the truth from you? Then okay,
I've never lied.
Okay, fair enough. And now, as of 2 weeks ago, boom, you pop up at the end of the King of the Super Juniors to confront Duzan, a guy that I thought was your brother. Why Duzan? Why now? What's up?
Well, first off, we'll have to go through some Facebook pictures together because there's a certain Real Shoot Wrestling president by the name of Sean Pugh.
Yeah.
And me and him happen to have a little bit of history together. You know, there's actual pictures of us backstage together at a WWE live event. This is before Real Shoot Wrestling's even a company. And we've got pictures together with the Man Beast Rhino.
Mm-hmm.
Sean Pugh, the only member of Real Shoot Wrestling, let's call him mismanagement, that has any competency. He was the only one that reaches out and says, Phineas, we've got an entire division. We would love to have you and feature you in it.
Mm-hmm.
When an opportunity like that comes a knocking from Real Shoot Wrestling president Sean Pugh, who on earth's going to deny it?
Okay. All right. Okay. So you see the golds there and everything, but you've been making these posts kind of blaming Duzan for losing your title, which is crazy to me because you weren't there to defend your title. Therefore, it could have been stripped anyway. So where's the heat with Duzan is what I'm getting at.
Did you not see it? You were in Monongah, weren't you?
Yeah. Yeah, he was thrown
Where's
on
the
a
question
plastic
mark at,
table.
boss? Who got pinned 1, 2, 3 by the same tag team I just walked out of as a champion against?
Okay,
Who did
and
it? Who was it?
Brother
Answer it.
Duzan took the pinfall.
Brother Duzan got knocked flat the hell out.
Right.
When I faced Brotherly Love, they were the ones face down in the ring together.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough, but
What's the heat? I have to go and attend to some family matters. I entrust Brother Duzan. Billy Knox entrusts Brother Duzan with that responsibility. He fumbles the ball on the first possession.
and let's go back to this was right after you disappear. Billy Knox don't know where you're at. Nobody does. I had him on the show 3 different times in 3 different months. Asked him every time. He said, I haven't heard from him. So that's going through their head while they're trying to have his title defense. Let's talk Billy Knox. What are you going to do when he's got questions for you?
Billy Knox.
Billy Knox.
Billy Knox isn't the focus. Who gives a rat's ass what Billy Knox has to say?
You used to.
Used to?
What changed?
What changed? We did what? God, what a loaded question.
There's about
But
4
I'll
or
answer
5
it
there.
very
Take your time. We
simply.
got an hour.
The real Shoot Wrestling Junior Heavyweight Champion himself, Brother Duzan. His last appearance on this very show. What did he say about Billy Knox?
You tell me. You tell me. It escapes me at the moment. I remember him killing Zach.
You remember him killing Zach? You remember Dustin Alexander questioning him after that sneak attack?
Yeah, but man, we had this crazy Canadian kid on
Brother
there.
Duzan said, and I quote,
Mm-hmm.
Billy Knox's freedom is another word for abandonment.
So none of y'all's happy with the other, it sounds like.
And then sure as God's got sandals, Aaron Duzan, Brother Duzan, he gets him a little title. He gets his goal to replace the one of mine that he lost. And who's there in his moment then?
Yeah.
Who's there to help take that shine away from him?
And that you did.
It wasn't me.
Not you.
Wasn't me.
Oh, okay. Okay, we're talking before you hit the ring.
Pretty sure Billy Knox was the one who hit the ring before I did.
Okay, before you
Billy Knox was the one trying to hoist him up like Macho Man.
So you're saying Billy was trying to take his shine by hoisting his brother? Wow.
Wasn't me. I came in after.
Do you hear yourself?
Loud and clear.
Okay, all right.
Perfect English.
So Billy comes in there as one last moment to kind of say, brother, I'm proud of you. Good job. And you're saying Billy's trying to take his spotlight.
Billy Knox had his chance at the spotlight. Billy Knox was in the middle of the ring. He got knocked out of the ring by Gannon Green. Eliminated from that battle royal.
Huh. Okay.
Billy Knox had his chance to be in that ring with the title belt. He didn't. He lost. He failed.
That's what I'm trying to get to.
Kind of a recurring theme throughout that tag team with the murder. Wouldn't you say?
Oh,
Billy
my.
Knox failed and the others succeeded around him?
Wow. Okay. If that's what you're
You've
saying.
been here. Googie Lou, tell me I'm wrong.
I'm here to get to the core of this. The way you're talking, you're talking. Months ago,
you're talking. You're acting like I'm saying some outlandish shit. Like what I'm saying's not factual. Who was the one in Connecticut last year, Monsters of the Midway, that won the battle royal to get the tag team title opportunity?
That was you.
Phineas.
Yes. You were on a hell of a roll.
Hell of a roll. I was on a hell of a roll. You're absolutely correct.
You were. I was the first to say it.
Who was the one in Fairmont State University at the 5-year anniversary show wins his fatal 4-way, and gets us the tag team title opportunity.
Yep.
Goblin. Meanwhile, Zach Myers walked Billy Knox on a leash like a dog around that building.
I'm not going to say it was to that extent. It was a bloody war. It was a crazy night at Fairmont State. And then you guys, with that opportunity.
Won my match.
And with that opportunity, you guys won the tag team titles. You guys were champions. I'm not denying your accomplishments. You were on a roll. Looks like you're about to be on a roll again.
I was on a roll. Correct.
But I'm trying to get to why the attitude. Billy hadn't heard from you. Duzan hadn't heard from you. And now you're back and you just hate him. The way you're talking about him, you wouldn't have said that about Billy months ago. You wouldn't have said that about Duzan months ago. That's what I want. That's what I want.
Months ago, we didn't have a pile of evidence to show that I was carrying the murder.
Did you
Brother Duzan this, Brother Duzan that. Brother Duzan's highlight before I left was getting dumped on his fucking noggin.
Well, and you left, and that spotlight shined on Duzan, and he has. You wait. I mean, obviously you've been watching the product. You see what the kid's doing. He beat Zach Myers. He won a battle royal in Parma. He's been on a hell of a roll. You were on a roll. This kid's been killing it.
Well, when you try to step out of somebody's shadow, sometimes the shadow bites back.
Okay. Why are we biting each other, though? That's the problem. Why not go in the ring and say, congratulations, Duzan? You guys were close.
I did.
You did.
I thought I did.
And then
I thought there was video evidence of me. Congratulations, Brother Duzan, the new champion.
Fair enough.
Loud and clear.
Fair enough. But let's talk about these Facebook posts and all the stuff on social media. Obviously, why take his title if you're proud of him? Why are you coming after that title? I know you said it was an opportunity by Sean Pugh. I get that. But I don't think Phineas McMichael 6 months ago would have taken this match with Brother Duzan.
This isn't Phineas McMichael. This is Goblin Phineas.
Okay, what's the difference? What's the difference?
You've seen it.
I'm trying to understand it, though.
You don't have to. I already do.
I don't get the chip on your shoulder, man. Like, you left, you were at the peak,
Brother
man.
Duzan lost my title in my absence.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to take it back from him now.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Why Goblin? Let's go into the evolution of Goblin and RSW TV pumping it out. You're interrupting matches. I'm getting heat with people because they think I'm doing it. What the hell's all this cryptic shit on TV? Go into this Goblin for me.
So the Goblin, it's just been inside me this whole time. And I didn't know Billy Knox had been working to bring it out. He's seen it originally. We seen it come out a little bit at Fuzz Fest, breaking fingers.
Okay.
It's a violent side of you. It's a goon. If you look it up, it's like a step above a goon. Because I was a goon for Billy Knox, but I'm not a goon no more.
So you're standing on your own. Would it be fair to say we're not going to see Goblin Phineas in any tag team matches and any factions?
Well, I'll just say this.
Okay.
Real Shoot Wrestling 2023, you just need to expect the unexpected.
Okay. All right. That's, like I say, I'm trying to get to what changed. You were, the first interview we had, such a fun, just great interview. Your background, your training, everything we went into. You disappear. What do you remember the last conversation you had with Billy Knox? Because he hasn't. I'm getting more information from you than he has, and I think you owe that man an explanation.
I made that man a champion. I don't owe him anything any longer.
Okay, all right.
We completed the mission. And the mission was alchemy to make gold, and we made it.
Okay. let's talk hypotheticals then. Let's
All
say
right.
this Good Friday, you beat Brother Duzan for that brand new RSW Junior Heavyweight Championship. Then where do we go? Where do we go from there? What's the future?
Any and everybody. Whoever's in that division, I'm going to own that division.
Okay. The confidence is nothing new. You knew you were good, and you knew you were good, obviously.
Oh, for sure.
I don't understand the chip on the shoulder and the hatred it seems like you have for the murder that brought you into RSW. Is it fair to say there would be no relationship with RSW without the murder, or do you think you would have been here on your own?
Last I checked, I was here on my own.
Now,
I was
let's
in a
take-
mask.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, good
You
point.
remember my first match in Real Shoot Wrestling, my debut was against Billy Knox.
Okay, I'm glad you did correct me there. You were Danger Cat.
No,
Wildcat. What the
incorrect.
Well, you fill me in then.
I was a luchador by the name of El Montanaro,
Okay.
which is Spanish for the mountaineer. It was just kind of like a generic, like a redneck luchador kind of gimmick.
Okay.
Danger Cat was actually Brother Duzan.
Jesus Christ, that's right. That's why you don't smoke resin before these podcasts. Fair enough.
THC will get you, brother.
I'm all over the fucking place. Oh my! Have you been watching the product while you was going? Have
Of course.
You, what did you like to see? What was the
Absolutely.
good things you saw in RSW?
Oh man, it seems like 2022 really did. If you're watching just as a fan of the product, 2022 was a big. It was like a reset year for
Yes.
Real Shoot Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of reestablishing ourselves in different communities, and now we're even reaching out further in newer communities. Real Shoot Wrestling office has been really awesome about that, and this locker room is as good as any locker room probably in the state of West Virginia.
Yeah.
And I say that not just on a talent level, but it's like an entire locker room that's just driven and wants to have not just great matches, but really these moments and these experience, what ties into Real Shoot Wrestling being an experience.
Mm-hmm.
You see it. If the junior show was a great example, man. Brand new debut in a new building.
Uh-huh.
I can't remember if there was like 100 some people. There was well over 100 people in that building.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Brand new building, small little town, man. And we don't have really like a big indie name or anybody like that. We're not bringing anybody from AEW, and it's just these guys. And kudos to Real Shoot Wrestling, man.
Yeah, it's the name. Don't need TV stars. It's the RSW on the flyer.
And it's just a great shout out to Saturday Night Special, who had an outstanding match with the Unappreciated. DD Vice's hometown.
Yep.
And they showed out with the Jive Turkey posters. And I mean, you can really see that the ball is rolling with a lot of steam now.
Yeah.
And this roster, it's as good as any as a roster that loves each other, wants to help each other, wants to build each other, and just wants to build an awesome product.
Yep. It's a bunch of good dudes, a bunch of nice ladies, and it goes beyond the roster too, man. It's a big family. There's people, as far as ring announcers, cameramen, even. There's a lot of folks there doing a lot of things, not just the roster. And one thing I wanted to touch on, you said that was really cool.
Terrific. I mean, everybody at Real Shoot is working ass off to provide something that's just so cool for these small town communities. Because like coming from a small town in West Virginia myself, like I've lived in some of these kind of backwoods places my life, and there's not really a whole lot to do. Like when the coolest thing like that you can do is drive 20 minutes and go to Walmart.
Yep.
Like fuck, man.
Yep.
So us bringing these events to these kind of communities, and these kids love it, and the adults are louder than the kids, for the love of God.
Mm-hmm.
It's just awesome.
Oh, it's been awesome for my hometown. I've been so happy they've been having shows here. My kids love it. Their friends talk about it at school. Now I'm a big shot in Mina school because I'm the cameraman for RSW, so I'm kind of a local celebrity here.
And you get to talk to all the guys, man. Like you got the roster on your YouTube channel.
Exactly. Oh yeah, believe me, I'm big shot. But one thing you said that I wanted to touch on that I really liked, and I'm new to the RSW game. I've been around since September, October, but I look at it as a reset. And as far as the episode that just aired before today, yeah, I know a lot about RSW's past, but not everything. But I looked at this new episode as a reboot. You get Remy LeVay crowned champion. You got Polly Kilpis winning the internet title. Then at the end, you have Duzan winning a brand new championship, and then you coming in, brand new feud. So that's, like I say, I look at it in my head. I said, man, this is like a reboot. As far as RSW, the landscape's changed,
and that's what we've tried to provide to these awesome fans that like. Got to give them their credit. Zach Collins and those boys in the murder section or the Duzan section, whatever the hell you want to call it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Those boys travel.
Yeah.
Those boys make some shows, and we're running different small town communities all across the place, and shit, they're at every one of them.
And every time they show up, there's more of them.
Oh my God, it's like they're multiplying each show.
Yeah.
And like it's getting to the point where they can reserve their whole section. Matter of fact, and kudos to them again, they literally came to Tim at intermission of the King of the Juniors, and they were like, "Yo, can we get some more chairs? Because we got some cats that are coming. They're wanting to sit with us to see Duzan."
Mm-hmm.
Like, son of a gun, dude! Like, just round of applause to those guys, man.
We'll be happy to put out some chairs for you. Shit, let's do it.
Yeah. Absolutely. We're going in the locker room. Like, I'll go to the locker room and be like, sorry, bub, you're not sitting down when you change anymore because there's some people that need them.
It's funny because before the show had started, I had got them, I think, 4 or 5 chairs and put out. So you're saying they needed more chairs than that?
Yeah, man. They had more people show up, like, at intermission.
Good.
And they were standing at the door, like, by the front entrance at intermission. Waiting for their cats to show up. You know what I mean? Like, she's waiting for their people. Well, so just awesome to them.
And I'm glad you're back for all this. Like you say, we're drawing great crowds. The crowds are loving it, too. They're not sitting on their hands like some crowds I see out there in the indie scene. They're getting into it. They're having fun. I
got to pause you, though, real quick, because we did mention that it's been a reset. We mentioned the new champions.
Mm-hmm.
We did not, we cannot glance over that we do have a new, for the first time in a long time, if I'm not mistaken, Real Shoot Wrestling Women's Champion, the Honey Badger.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to give her a shout out there.
And what did you think of you saw, I'm sure you saw the footage of her winning the championship in Parma, and you saw the match with Evelyn Sage. I loved that match this weekend, or past weekend, with Evelyn Sage.
Oh, yeah, those women went at each other, didn't they?
And I think we got another one between those two down the pike, I think in Parma, isn't it? Or is it this Friday? There's so many shows coming up.
Yeah. I've got Duzan on the 7th, Bob. After that, we'll see what happens.
There you go. Okay. Well, I'm thinking Badger and Sage is in Parma. But who knows? Come down to Milan Park on, Good Friday, by God.
Good Friday.
What a show, man. Any other matches on that show that you're curious about, that you're excited to see?
I'd like to see Gannon Green and Billy Knox. I'd like to see Gannon Green, give him a good old do to him what happened to Aaron Duzan, dump him on his head.
Oh, okay.
It's just a great card. It's a stacked roster once again.
Yeah.
And you can't, if I'm not mistaken, Saturday Night Special and Brotherly Love.
Yeah.
Get to collide once more.
Let's do it again, baby. And then the night after that, since we're on events of this weekend, come on up to the Crossroads Mall. PWL. Oh my
Yep.
goodness, what a card! We got Beard versus Beard. We got Billy Knox debuting in PWL. Renee Michelle.
That's another stack card, man, and kudos to PWL for just running these awesome events as well. Another place that's kind of running these smaller towns that, I think the best thing they've Bluefield and like Princeton they run at,
Mm-hmm.
and they've got like some sort of a minor league baseball team, and that's kind of the only thing that town has.
You're right.
So like, kudos to PWL running those towns, and Crossroads Mall in Beckley, if I'm not mistaken, they've been doing fantastic events out there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and when they're not having shows there, you can roll up to that mall and you can get trained even, by God, right there in the mall.
Yes,
That's
sir.
pretty sweet. And that's a good point, man. West Virginia's killing it. Not just PWL, RSW. I'll throw ASW out there. Recently, I think Casey King, it looks like he's having one more match.
One last one, man. God bless Casey King. Love him to absolute death. One of the best friends I've made throughout wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Hate to see him go,
Mm-hmm.
because I never did get that one-on-one match with him. That's just kind of a selfish reason, though.
Well,
God bless him for taking care of himself, man. He's making an awesome decision.
yeah.
Just Casey King, if you do watch this, bub, thank you for joining professional wrestling.
For sure. And I appreciate you setting up, or somebody you knew set up the damn podcast with Casey King. So that was really cool. So
It was nice of him.
yeah, very nice of him.
He's got a fun story to tell, man. He's got a really awesome story to tell.
Yeah.
Being trained by like Smoky Mountain Wrestling champion Bobby Blaze, getting additional training with former WWE Divas champion Jillian Hall, and even coming down to the Power Slam, and he's working with Chance Prophet, and he's working with Jason Kincaid, and he's working with the students there.
Yeah.
Dedicated, loves professional wrestling.
Yeah.
And he's just more people. Professional wrestling needs more people like Casey King.
Yeah, he was, like I say, I titled that episode The Perfect Guest because his outlook, it was exactly what I was going for on the show. Just from that hour conversation, I could tell he's a good dude and he knows what he's doing. He's got a good head on his shoulders. So, all the best of luck to Casey King. Who else you looking at around the area that might be a good old matchup? You want to call out anybody while you're on the show? You want to lay down some challenges to folks?
Listen, I've always wanted Casey King. That's number one. I'm not going to be able to get that just because I'm not going to take it now, even if it was. I want him to take care of his health and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if not him, I would love to get a one-on-one match with Jason the Gift Kincaid.
Yeah, there we go.
I know you don't know this, so this is actually an exclusive.
Okay.
But prior to my return at Real Shoot Wrestling on the 25th, I made my debut at Power Slam Academy Pro Wrestling.
Oh yeah?
Their Lion's Share event. I took part in the tournament to try to crown the first ever Power Slam Academy champion, Power Slam Pro champion.
Really?
Yes, sir. And first round matchup, me versus the Mothman's Nick Mans.
Uh-huh.
Versus Jason the Gift Kincaid.
Oh shit.
Great triple threat. One of the most fun matches I've ever worked. Didn't win.
Well.
Didn't win. Jason Kincaid is the gift for a reason.
Well, there you go. No shame in losing the Jason the Gift Kincaid.
I mean, man, and Mothman's is one of the first ever graduates from the Power Slam Academy. Mothman's Nick Mans is incredible, big man wrestler. Huh. And if I'm not mistaken, he'll be making his Real Shoot Wrestling debut soon.
I've heard that. I'm very curious to see how that plays out in Real Shoot Wrestling. So yeah, you just blew my mind with that. Let's go back. Let's go to your return here. Since we're being friendlier and talking a bit realer to each other here,
yeah,
I saw you at some shows here and there, and I was like, oh, cool. So-and-so's here. That's cool, Never thought anything, because you're you, and good to see you. But, and I talk to you here and there.
Yeah.
You come out that entrance and the music's playing, and I was like, wait, is that Phineas? And I see the hair and stuff, and you get closer to the camera. I was like, oh, no, I don't know who that is, because you got the mask piece on. I don't know who that is. And when you got in the ring and took off that mask, my stomach literally dropped. Like, you guys got me. You pulled one
Oh,
over on
man.
old Spooky Lou.
The fucking ruse of the century, because it wasn't just Spooky Lou.
Yeah, tell me about some other folks' reactions.
Man, so I'll tell you a fun story. And a man I think you owe an apology to.
Yeah, okay.
Marcus Twist cussed me clean out. Legitimately. It comes time. Me and Tim schedule this for months. Essentially, so we are talking realer here.
Yeah.
The reason that the disappearance happened, I had to go be a dad.
Yes.
I'm a father to a 7-year-old little boy now. At the time, I was only getting him on weekends because of a work conflict I had at the time, my scheduling conflict with work. That was the agreement I had. I could only get him basically on the weekend. So any weekend I wrestled, that was basically a day I was giving up with my kid.
Right.
Can't have that. And that's just, that was starting to eat away at me really fucking hard.
I get it.
Can't have that. So I had to step away for a little bit. Well, right around, right after Christmas time, that work schedule changes completely, and it's not a thing anymore.
Oh, okay. See, I'm learning this same as you guys.
I'm texting my son's mom. We're not together. No hate to her. You know, she's an absolutely outstanding mom to my son.
Good. Thankful
for that. I text her, and we kind of work out a thing where I was like, look, on the weekends that, you know, I have a show or something, would it be cool if I could make it up and just hang out with him throughout the week and, you know, keep him and take him to school the next day and shit. Worked out perfect. Had no issue because she's outstanding like that. And we have no heat like together like that.
Good.
Incredibly thankful. So then the ball started rolling in my head, and I was like, well, shit. I had a thing where during all of this, I ended up injuring my finger, and I had about 1,200 pounds of metal hit me straight right here.
What was the metal from?
It was a trailer.
I thought it was a hot dog cart.
It is a hot dog cart, yeah. I'm trying to, it's a trailer part, basically. It's a trailer coupling that hooks up to shit. The hot dog cart, that's the, you know, because I've essentially got a thing where I kind of came into a little bit of money due to a family death, which always sucks, but there is a bright spot in it, I guess. So I
silver
laws
lining.
here. Yeah, silver linings. I can start my own business, which was incredibly easy.
Good.
I did that. But I was loading this fucking 12, I think it's like 1,180 pound hot dog cart into the back of a U-Haul. What was essentially by myself and with like the 50-year-old woman I'm buying it from. She's pushing it in, and her driveway was in an incline. So once we got it in there, I'm on the front of it. She just lost complete control of it. So it basically just comes straight down, rolling on all the wheels, smashes my finger between the wall of the U-Haul and now this 1,180 pound thing with a piece of metal that had a lip on it about yay big. And it just went straight clean through my fucking finger. So I have to nurse that back to health now. Which we're good. We're good. I mean, truth be told, I'm just grateful I got to keep the fucking finger attached to me.
Yeah, because I saw the pictures when it happened. It was
radical. Like that was such a shock that I literally passed out in that stranger's kitchen.
Yeah.
Because man, the adrenaline rush was unlike anything I've ever felt. Like it was so much so suddenly. Like, and I'm just like, I'm sweating to death in the middle of January, like the beginning of January. It was January 4th, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
And I just immediately, I'm starting to sweat to death. Because at first I didn't notice that it cut the shit out of my finger. I looked at the back of my hand at first. And I was like, oh shit, that's not too bad. And then I looked over and it's just this deep gash on my finger. And I was like, well, that's not great looking. So then I kind of poked under it, and I could see a piece of the fat that just like had been severed and just now moved up into where it's visible into the cut.
Oh boy.
And I was like, "Oh God, that's bad!" And I panicked immediately.
Mm.
And then that adrenaline rush, it was so fucking wicked.
Ugh.
Meanwhile, I'm 3.5 hours away from home in like the middle of Ohio.
Okay.
Fucking nightmare of a situation, but we got it taken care of, and we got her done, man. Just about that action, boss.
I guess so. So you're saying this had something to do with the transformation of the character in your mind of what you was going for here?
So, this story is what's going to take probably the majority of the time on this.
That's fine. And let me tell folks, in the meantime, while this is going on, Spooky Lou's clueless. I'm putting together TV for
Nobody.
RSW. Nobody knows. Just him and Tim. And I'm getting these videos for this goblin, and I'm messaging Marcus and Dee Dee, and like, I know it's you guys. I know you guys are up to something. But let's hear what really happened. I'm learning the same as you guys.
First off, I'll start way back at January of 2021. I'm a month into training, and I attended a Dr. Tom seminar that the Power Slam Academy hosted. And one of the biggest things that I took away from the seminar that Dr. Tom hosted, it was like a 2-day camp too.
Oh, nice.
Was borrow from anything and anywhere. And he gave a lot of examples of like how Scott Hall basically just borrowed the entirety of Scarface's personality.
Mm-hmm.
And it became Razor Ramon, major fucking money-making character. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Sting kind of did the same thing with Brandon Lee's character in The Crow, Eric Draven. And again, money-making character. He's not changed that face paint literally since, except one time in TNA.
Right.
We don't bring up Joker Sting.
Oh, I love Joker Sting.
He was fun. I'm not even gonna lie.
That was a good time.
So I see a guy. I ordered a mask in, I want to say March of 2022.
Oh, okay.
And it's a half cut, kind of like a mouthpiece mask of the Green Goblin from Spider-Man. At this point, I was still doing the luchador redneck thing, and I was really wanting to get out of that and become something a little closer to me. And so I ordered that mask, ordered it white with the gold teeth, and placed the order. In the meantime, Tim does hit me up about coming back to Real Shoot Wrestling. At this point, I had never wrestled here, but I was a ref here for many years. I made the transition to wrestle kind of during another period of Real Shoot Wrestling, which led into the reset, and that's all I'll say about it there.
Yeah, I got you.
So when Tim basically hit me up and says, "Look, Real Shoot Wrestling's resetting. You've always been a guy. We want to give you a shot." And I was like, "Sure, man." He hated the fucking character I was running before I joined the murder. He fucking hated it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. You know what I mean?
Right.
A character's not always going to be for everybody.
Right on.
And there's nothing that's everybody's cup of tea. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
You look at the Beatles. There's people that hate the Beatles.
I hate the Beatles.
Sorry, I'm one of them.
Yeah.
It's just that, you know,
Floyd.
People hate Jimi Hendrix. There's people out there that do.
Well, fuck them.
Yeah, it's just a thing, man. Like, there's nothing that's for everybody.
Yep.
So Tim wasn't a fan of that.
To be fair, Tim's not a fan of a lot. He's a very picky one.
He likes what he likes. And in his defense, with the year now of Real Shoot Wrestling under his booking, his leadership.
Yeah.
A little bit of validation to what he's saying, you know what I mean?
Take a look, yeah.
There's a little bit, I mean, the proof's in the pudding.
Yep.
So he hits me up. He wants me to join the murder. He pitches this idea, which becomes the murder to me.
Okay.
I don't know if I can drop this fact here or not. I don't know if it's even already been dropped or not. The original idea for the murder was going to be a 5-man group.
Okay.
It was going to be me. Billy is the leader.
Uh-huh.
Me and Duzan.
Okay.
and then Trevor Gage and Logan Taylor,
Oh, yeah, that has been mentioned. Yep.
right?
Uh-huh.
Obviously, plans changed there,
Mm-hmm.
and
Well,
those boys became the unappreciated under Bake's leadership. And if I can give them a second to give them their flowers, have been on a fucking run.
oh, yeah.
Like, man, I don't even like the best I've ever seen of Trevor Gage. He's been here since I think he made his debut kind of during the COVID era
Mm-hmm.
of Real Shoot Wrestling. And he's just he's on two different planets than when he was then, man.
Yeah.
He's so freaking good.
Yeah.
Logan Taylor, I don't know what more Logan Taylor could do to get that chip off of his shoulder.
Yeah, right.
But man, dude, he comes into everything with something to prove. And it's something you got to admire, man.
For sure.
Like it's a grit that you have to admire.
Oh, yeah. There's no
So,
denying it.
there's no and Bake, same thing. He's got grit, determination the same way.
Mm-hmm.
And he's a character, and he knows how to do his job. And you can see why they've gotten the reactions they've gotten.
Right.
The proof's in the pudding, man. The fans, like I think Casey King said it right here on this show, man. Their reactions are currency.
Yep. Yep.
The proof's there. So, so we do the murder thing. I end up getting another mask, which became the feather mask that kind of became a little bit popular with.
Okay.
I ordered that mask from like Etsy. It was one of a kind.
Okay.
It was pre-made. I literally just looked up bird masks because of the murder I wanted to play off. Murder being having two meanings, one being death and one being a flock of crows.
Right.
And that mask I thought tied that together great. So I get to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Meantime, the first mask literally never comes.
Oh, okay.
Never came. The dude lives in Florida, and I guess they just had a monster of a hurricane season last year.
Uh-huh.
And fucking shit happens. So he had to remake the mask. I didn't get the mask until January of this year.
Of this year, okay. You're on your
By then I'd
sabbatical.
already hit Tim up. And I've been looking for an idea, something to do to come back to be myself.
Mm-hmm.
I make like kind of like a pitch video, which would also be kind of like a gimmick video. You've seen like kind of like the old WWE vignettes, kind of, I would say, more Attitude Era style,
Mm-hmm.
where it would be this kind of a vague video that's telling you about somebody. We'll see who they are later.
Right on.
And he wasn't really a big fan of it.
Huh.
It's actually a well done video. And another little fun fact: I sent this video to anybody that asked me if I was the Goblin during the build-up.
Oh, okay.
So I just used it at that point as a fake. Like, no, this is what I'm going to be doing when I come back.
Oh.
And but it was never going to happen.
So people were asking you. You weren't one of my suspects.
No. Oh yeah. No. Your co-host, Mark. Mark. This is the reason he cussed me out in the locker room when I changed my gear.
Okay.
Because I had my gear on under my sweats and like a long sleeve t-shirt I had. I changed in the U-Haul as the show started, literally as they're bringing out the participants of the tournament.
Yeah, because I talked to you numerous times that day. And
Oh yeah.
just talked to you and you were in your clothes. And...
Yeah, I'm just in sweats and shit. So literally what I do is I have my bag in Tim's truck.
Mm-hmm.
Packed up, ready to go. I'm getting back off target. Wait, we'll get back to this
We're jumping
in a second.
around.
Let's
cool.
go back to the mask.
It's WrestleRoni.
So the mask comes in.
Uh-huh.
Now I have this goblin mask. So it's like, well, let's see if I can do a goblin gimmick. I make another video separately that turns into the G video in Goblin.
Okay.
I'm hanging out with my kid this one weekend,
Mm-hmm.
and we're watching Avengers Age of Ultron.
Okay.
And Ultron does this real eerie thing where he comes to life by himself, and he starts singing the Got No Strings on Me from Pinocchio.
Okay.
So I'm like, damn, that's a fucking cool idea, and it could apply to me. because now I'll come back. I'm not going to be with the murder.
Right.
I'm not going to be under Billy's influence. He's not pulling the strings on me anymore. You know what I mean?
So now the creative juices are flowing.
Oh, buddy, are they ever.
Uh-huh.
So I send him this video, and I don't have the G at the end. I don't even have it say Goblin at the end.
Mhm.
I think it just says something generic originally. It was just like, I'm watching, I'm waiting, something like that, right?
Okay.
And Tim's like, so I like the video. Can we make it end on another note, though? Like, the ending's too bleh.
Uh-huh.
And I was like, all right, word up. Let me think of something, right? Remember that line I told you earlier about Dr. Tom said, borrow from anything, right?
Yeah.
So it's literally a week later. I'm watching Yu-Gi-Oh with my kid again.
Okay.
Or I'm with my kid. Now we're watching the Yu-Gi-Oh cartoon, the original.
Okay.
It's season 2, the Battle City tournament season, right?
Okay.
And so there's a card that a character uses that was called Destiny Board.
Okay.
And the point of the card was it spelled out once per turn, it would reveal a different letter until it spelled out the word final. And once you got final spelled out, you would won the game.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, okay, now I've got an idea.
Mm-hmm.
So then I send him the one with the G on it. And then I spell out the whole thing to him, and I give him kind of the whole spiel of what the videos would be. And they'll, you know, I'll keep making this series of videos, spells out Goblin.
Okay.
And he was like, yes. Do not tell a single goddamn person that we're doing this, though.
Okay.
So Tim Cross is actually the mastermind behind why nobody knew.
Okay.
See,
I knew that Tim wasn't at any of those videos. I said, that's why I didn't think it was Marcus and Dee Dee, because I said, whoever this is making these videos. And we started talking about people outside of the promotion and this guy and this guy. There were so many different names named. And I am sorry, Marcus Twist and Dee Dee Vice. I gave those guys a lot of shit. Yes, go ahead. You did. Do tell, sir.
So anyway, I come up with, there's so much detail that goes into these videos.
Mm-hmm.
So the puppet one, the first one was, I think I told you this at the junior show afterwards too. The mystery and the puzzle pieces was never the videos themselves. It was the songs.
Mm-hmm.
So the first one was I Got No Strings on Me because I got freed from Billy Knox, right?
Right on.
Nobody paid attention to the song. Every
the
single person in these group chats and all the screenshots that I'm getting, they're just talking about the puppet.
Uh-huh.
So it was like they couldn't see the forest because I put a tree right in the way.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And they're trying to figure out, well, what city is it in? It's like a public access footage that's filmed in Italy.
Right.
You're not going to trace that back to anybody.
Right, right.
All the videos are just public access videos.
Uh-huh.
Surprise.
See, I did know that much.
And then the second one was a bunch of kids running around and playing together.
Mm-hmm.
And the song choice was Best of Friends.
Mm-hmm.
And that was from Disney's Fox and the Hound.
Oh, okay.
If you didn't know, all the songs were Disney songs from different Disney movies.
I'll be damned.
And then we just kind of edited them to have a kind of a creepier tone to them.
Uh-huh.
And so the Best of Friends, because me and Billy were the tag team champions, the longtime champs.
Right.
Me and Duzan were followers of Billy. We were the best of friends, as you said earlier.
Mm-hmm.
The third video, I swore to God, would give it away. Nobody knew.
Okay, remind me.
Nobody knew. The third video was your mother and mine.
Okay.
Who else had a mama?
Right.
I was the only one that did have. So I swore somebody would give it away there. It got to the point where I started fucking with people.
How so?
You in particular, because I knew you were getting when you were getting what videos.
Uh-huh.
The Wednesday before you post the next video, the L video.
Okay.
the day before that RSTV went to YouTube, I posted a picture of L from Death Note to Facebook.
Okay.
And I was like, Jesus Christ, boys.
I think I even liked it or something.
Yeah, you were
"Oh,
like, L,
something."
Death Note, I love it. I was like, God damn, boys.
What a fucking idiot I am. Go ahead.
Too much of that laser lettuce for y'all.
I guess so.
So the L video was a whole new world, which was just, you know, I've been gone, now I'm back, I'm something new completely.
Mm-hmm.
The I video was a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down,
Okay.
followed by a video that was just laced with pills.
Right. Yeah.
My finish was called the red pill.
Right.
And then N was pretty easy because it was just I'm almost there from the Princess and the Frog, basically just signifying that I'm coming.
Yeah. It's coming soon.
That video airs and I start hanging out at shows again. Nobody notices.
Nope.
And that was on purpose because I knew I couldn't just come to the junior show and hang out randomly. Like I had to be in Parma, Ohio at a random show.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't seem suspicious.
Yep.
It just looks like I'm hanging out with the boys again.
Yep.
All of that was premeditated.
I think
All of that was premeditated.
Okay.
There were a handful of people outside of me and Tim Cross that actually knew.
Fuck them too, then. Dude.
Obviously, the other member of Real Shoot Wrestling office, Bill Gifford, he knew.
Fucker.
Tim's wife knew. She
Well.
guessed it.
Oh yeah.
Smartest woman alive, dude.
Yeah, I guess so.
Tim's wife, who chopped the shit out of me in Connecticut. If you've never seen that clip, I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Dude, she chops me so hard you can hear it on camera from across the ring in an outside venue while cars are running behind the camera.
Oh shit.
Chops me hard as shit, like pops the boys. Ref Stevie Cool knew.
Figures.
And then after a while, some of the boys knew.
I'm glad I
Specifically
didn't
two.
know. Go ahead.
Zach Myers, the Mad Dog, knew. Mainly because he kept hitting me up, going, "Hey man, you got to come back. You got to come back, and we got to have this match." I'm like, dude, if you will stop messaging me every day with this, can I tell you a secret? And I told Dustin Alexander.
Oh, okay.
Because Dustin Alexander and me, he's been here since I've known him since I came into the business.
Okay.
Day of the show, fun fact, I go to the back of the U-Haul to change while everybody's busy.
Mm-hmm.
And the tournament starts, right? My
Okay.
bag is in Tim Cross's truck. I grab it. I run to the back of the U-Haul. I start changing. I'm literally in the middle of putting my new gear on. Fucking back of the U-Haul door comes swinging wide open, and Paulie Killpiss is standing there.
Oh shit. Okay.
And I'm like, oh my God, please shut the U-Haul. He's like, what are you doing? And I was like, Paulie, shut the U-Haul. He's like, wow, what's up? And I literally just grab him by his overalls that he's wearing, and I pull him to me. And I go, if you don't get in the back of this fucking U-Haul and shut the door, I swear to God.
Right after
So
all this.
he finally gets back there, and he's like, and I'm like, look, shut up and keep a secret.
What was his? Yeah, I bet. I'm sure he was excited.
Literally, it was the most Paulie Killpiss reaction he could have given me.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll be damned. That's all he said.
Wow. What was some other reactions you got?
So I mean, I've been wearing literally the T-shirt that I came out in, the brand new gear, which I would like to specifically point out, came in the day before the show.
Ooh, lucky you.
Oh my God! If it had came in any later, I wouldn't have been able to wear it.
Right.
Came in literally the day before the show. So I'm wearing all this under a pair of sweatpants. Nobody even noticed that I changed into like wrestling shoes. Like, I was wearing Hey Dudes all day, and then out of nowhere, I'm in a pair of Adidas shooters. Nobody has an idea. Nobody notices. So I'm just wearing this for the rest of the show. Finally, the main event goes on, and Duzan gets power bombed clean through a table.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, I'm back there beforehand. Literally, the bell rings, and I run back there.
Mm-hmm.
Tim goes, "All right, Nolan, do your thing." And Badger's standing there, and Marcus standing there. Marcus Twist.
Mm-hmm.
So I take off the vest, and I take off the shirt. I take off my sweatpants to reveal I'm in, it's me. It's been me the whole time.
Uh-huh.
Marcus Twist just goes, "You son of a bitch." And then he leans into the locker room and he goes, "Hey, Dee, come look at this asshole." And then he comes out and starts cussing at me. And like the people had no idea. And then I come out and I do the entrance and the crowd is just like, "You're fucking kidding me."
Okay.
It's him and he's going to come in now.
Uh-huh.
And man, I cut that promo and I was getting cussed at and shit.
Uh-huh.
Oh my God. Dude, that murder section, there was a quote, I said something. And you could literally hear on camera, just somebody just goes, "Bullshit." Fuck.
Well,
That got better, way better than I thought it was ever going to go.
like I say, my stomach dropped. At first, I said what I thought. We went through that earlier, but it was like a punch to the gut. Because I thought, well, that's not, no, it's not. And then the mask comes off, and it's official. There's no going back now. And I appreciate that. I like that the wool was pulled over my eyes. You don't get that in wrestling a lot. So that's where I like being office and I like doing these things. But let me be a fan too. Fucking work me. You fucking got me. Like, I don't know. I gotta double check the footage and make sure I didn't say something while I was recording. I might have been like, son of a fucking bitch.
Man, it's the year of Real Shoot Wrestling, man. Like, we have had a lot of plans to make Real Shoot just something new and something you can look forward to and say, "Yo, you got to come check this out now."
Yeah.
And I just think everybody's doing a killer job, man. Marcus's return in Mononga
Yeah.
and the return of SNS.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Wow. What a reaction that got, man.
Uh-huh.
And I think the fans are they're really clinging on and they're just having the time of their life.
And I said it before, I'm fortunate enough to be in a small town. They are running shows, and I hear the chatter in town, and I hear the little kids talking about, I'm going to get a picture with Paulie Killpiss, and I can't wait till so-and-so comes, and it's cool.
Yeah, man.
And
That's the best part. Like, one of the cool things about us in this reset has been the kid interaction and the things we've gotten from that.
Mm-hmm.
And like even before the King of the Juniors show, when everybody does we go and there's a birthday party there.
Yeah.
So the roster goes and sings happy birthday and they invite her over and get a picture with her in the ring with the whole roster.
Yep.
Like we're just trying to make it to where people not only have something to do, but something to look forward to. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You can give them something to do, but if it sucks, are they going to do it again?
Yep.
But we give them we've been really fortunate to get fans that feel a connection to us.
Yeah.
Not just as something to do, but as like a bragging thing almost. You know what I mean?
Oh, I get it. I do, because out of all the stuff that happened at the last Mononga show, new tag champions, new world champion, solid show from top to finish. My favorite memory was me shooting in the crowd, and when Tim's kid took out Paulie with a punch, and I looked over at my daughter, and she was laughing her ass off.
Yeah.
Without RSW, she would have been sitting at home on her tablet. But she's there laughing and having fun because Paulie got knocked out, and to hear him talk about it the next day. And while we have you on here, I know, and without a shadow of my doubt in my mind, I speak for everyone. we're so glad to have you back. And it's going to be awesome to see you do your thing in the ring, but it's cool to have you behind the scenes as well. So welcome back, sir.
I've been working, Lou. I've been putting in the practice. And I tell you, trying to knock off the ring rust, I've been working at Power Slam with Jason and Chance Profit.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the new things, just trying to work on. Haven't told a single person about them.
Okay.
To keep the kayfabe of this return. So you get to see some new shit from Phineas this year. It's the Goblin is a full-on change, not just in character but style, man.
Okay, I dig it.
The technicality never leaves, but it gets added on now.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm looking forward to you mixing it up with the junior weights and the technicians, but then I want to see
What a
women
division, dude. Just
yeah.
First of all, I want to commemorate and applaud Real Shoot Wrestling Management. This is a fucking stacked division right here, man.
Yeah.
If you think of a junior heavyweight division, it's a hard thing to think of that can be like something of a draw. Like we've seen not Real Shoot Wrestling. WWE had their cruiserweight division relaunched. You can talk about how they handled it and whatever, but in the end, it's not a thing, I don't think, anymore.
No. 205 Live has like 300-pound guys on there.
It's done.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a hard thing to accomplish, and they packed people in it. But this division, man, from top to bottom, could be as good as any division in Real Shoot Wrestling. Thunderbird Jake Ely, superstar in my opinion.
Yep.
We just seen the debut of a guy, Josh Williams.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, Spooky Lou. How impressive is Josh Williams?
Oh, I knew, yeah. And seeing it live and in person, yeah.
But yeah, once you see it live and in person, you're almost like, damn.
Yeah,
The footage doesn't do it justice. Did he hit a moonsault? With just Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And,
and wait till you see how good he is by this time next year,
Exactly, man. Huff Manley.
Yeah.
A proven dude who's only getting better.
Uh-huh.
Frat Daddy. Who doesn't love Frat Daddy?
Yeah.
Who doesn't love him?
Yep.
He tried to kill Brother Duzan.
Yeah.
Power bombed him on the apron, power bombed him through a table.
He's a nut.
And he's a star, man.
Oh, yeah. A character and a worker, man. Fucking
Prizak.
Yeah.
Who took Brother Duzan to the limit in that first round match.
Oh, yeah. Killed him.
Absolute great. I mean, the talent is just through the roof right now.
Uh-huh.
And this division is stacked. It's an awesome part to be a part of it, man.
Yeah.
And it was one of the things that really did draw me to want to work in Real Shoot Wrestling. When Tim told me about it, I was like, yo, if I come back, is that something I can get in on?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think making a division like that in Real Shoot Wrestling is important because it can kind of give people the Rey Mysterio champion, you know what I mean?
Right on.
Rey Mysterio is a great example. Chris Jericho are guys that kind of graduated from the cruiserweight and proved themselves there to graduate to that heavyweight main event level status. You know what I mean?
Right on. Yeah.
But you need those guys.
Uh-huh.
And being one of those guys or helping make one of those guys, absolute honor to be a part of.
Oh, man. And I tell you what, I am excited for Friday. Morgantown, Milan Park. I know there's going to be a hot crowd there. You and Brother Duzan. What can folks expect from this one, man?
Potential match of the night.
Yeah.
Potential match of the night. It's a clash of styles, man. It's going to be... We'll see what happens. That's all I can say. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I bring that's new to the table that's Duzan's not going to be able to find on Real Shoot Wrestling TV's film.
Right.
What I've added to my arsenal since the break. But at the same thing, man, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I like to keep them on the mat, and I like to grind them, and I like to break stuff.
Hell yeah.
Duzan don't like to stay on the mat.
Right.
Duzan likes to be on turnbuckles. And Duzan likes to be on aprons. And Duzan likes to be on ropes. See what happens.
There you go. There you go. I've kept you for over an hour, but who cares about time limits when you finally get a word with Goblin Phineas? Yeah. Any last things you want to promote? Any last messages? Anything you want to get off your chest? The platform's yours. Whatever you want to say, sir.
New shirts available Friday at Milan Park. Exclusive Phineas shirts. One new color. Bright shamrock green. It's going to be exclusive. Only in person. Can't get it on Pro Wrestling Tees. Can't get it on Teespring. Got to come to Milan Park to get it.
There you go. I appreciate
Shout out my boy Spooky Lou.
Well, thank you, sir. I'm glad to have you back on. Of course, we'll have you on in the future. To the listeners, you heard the man. The 7th, that's right, that's Friday, right? 7th, Milan Park,
yeah.
Morgantown, West Virginia. And then
New champ, baby.
There you go. He's going for the RSW Junior Heavyweight Championship against Brother Duzan. All your other favorites will be there. Is it free at Milan Park?
Shit, I think so.
It's
like a fundraiser event. I know that, man.
Fundraiser. Just come down there. We'll work it out.
Come to Milan Park. We'll figure out the details when you get there, man.
We'll work it out there.
Yeah. Hang on just a second. I'll answer that question real quick.
Okay,
So I got the
and I'm
flyer
going to
right
tell
here.
while he's looking it up, Easter Mania from Premier Wrestling Mid-Atlantic, Beckley, West Virginia, Crossroads Mall, Beard vs. Beard, Jason the Gift Kincaid, Jeff Paul, Billy Knox, Steve Meeks, Renee Michelle, all kinds of goodies going on. What'd you find out?
So it is going to be it's a Mon County Spring Fling fundraiser. It's an entire event, not just Real Shoot Wrestling.
Right.
Your ticket qualifies you for the entire event. It's $20 per ticket.
Okay.
But you get 3 free alcoholic beverages with each ticket purchase.
There you go. And
there's live music.
Yeah.
There's wrestling. There's alcohol.
Oh, I'd be happy with 2 of the 3, but give me 3 of the 3. Holy shit.
Can't beat it.
And maybe Phineas will have a live performance to the ring. Maybe he'll have a live band play his music. Probably not, but it could happen. And what would it say? Oh, here we go. I'm sure your guys' paths will cross soon enough. Thank you, Brother Phineas.
Paths will cross when they need to.
What was that?
Our paths will cross when they need to.
I can't wait. It's been another crazy WrestleRoni. I thank you, Goblin Phineas. I thank you to my listeners. What do we tell them? Live your life right. Be nice to each other. Live your dreams. And even if something gives you an obstacle, family first, by God. But then
always
overcome your obstacles, take care of your family, get back to the dream, and fucking dream away and live it up, right?
Wrestling's always there, brother.
There you go.
Wrestling's always there.
And WrestleRoni will always be here too, by God. We love you, and we're out of here.